What's up, my people? Raw and real fight form. We back at it, baby. We back at it. 225 is looking very much alive. Very much alive. But we got a problem. Gervonta Tank Davis is contemplating retirement. Now, people like, damn, Tank, why are you retiring so early? We know you got a lot left in the tank. And my personal opinion, from hearing him speak about his kids, speaking about therapy and everything like that, boxing, all right, by being a former fighter, first and foremost, I mean, the fight game, you have to be kind of mentally crazy anyway to take this as your profession to provide. I'm not going to say crazy, but it takes a special kind of mental fortitude and special kind of mental toughness to do this as a living to provide for your family. You know what I'm saying? And that's just even getting in the ring. Now, we're not talking about all the bullshit and politics and the games that's played within the sport itself. We just talking strictly upon just getting in the ring and matching your skills with somebody else's and willing to take a punishment and give punishment. It takes a special kind of person. It's not for everybody. It takes a special kind of person to be able to do that and do it well. So my reasons for him retiring is, it's like a collective of things, I would say. I mean, he's been shown a lot in this sport. You know what I'm saying? Mentors become enemies. I mean, people making money off of you, and it's a lot, man. It's a lot to deal with, so I kind of get it. And just to have that mental peace, I mean, you got the bag already. You know what I'm saying? You did your thing. You gonna be a Hall of Famer, no doubt. I mean, the earlier you hang up the gloves, and like he said, he wants to be more softer and calmer with his daughters and stuff, and I get that. And he don't want to go through therapy now because it'll make him lose that fire, that tenacity. Y'all remember when Tyson said he don't have the hunger no more, and then he started getting beat by all these journeymen? You know what I'm saying? Maybe Tank's at that crossroad. Maybe he's there. When you lose that fire and that competitiveness, it's like it's crazy. And I think a lot of times, I think it's because he couldn't get the fights he wanted. Let's think about it. He couldn't get the fights he wanted when he was under Mayweather Promotions. He wanted Lomo then because everybody's saying all his fights was kind of handpicked or whatever. They was grooming him or whatever. And he, like I said, you can't say he's been fighting tomato cans. You really can't say that. Because to be a champion in 3 different weight classes, everybody ain't tomato cans. If you got 3 different belts, you fighting the best in each weight class. You know what I'm saying? So I have to say that. I mean, he never was an email champion and none of that shit. So he beating these guys. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that after all his career and maybe that deal with Amazon, like he said, he was going to make more than Floyd didn't go through. That's why this Lamont Roach fight is being pushed back. It's a lot of politics in boxing, and he probably just getting fed up. He got the bag. He the cash cow. They're not giving him what he asked for, but anything Canelo asks for, he gets. So it's probably a lot of shit like that going on to where he like, just fuck it. It's about the money, as we know, because he don't give a fuck about the belts. Champion is a nice feat to have, but he don't give a fuck about them belts. Because let's think about it. It is really about the money. Devin Haney was undisputed, but Tank's still the bigger draw. So we know it ain't about the belts. The belts is accolades. And who wants some belts that you got to pay sanctioning fees on any motherfucking way because it's taken from your purse? Just to be called champion, you got to pay for motherfuckers to call you champion. And just like Andre Ward mentioned, where are the sanctioning fees money's going? You know what I'm saying? But him retiring, I don't want to see it. I'm not even going to lie. I don't want to see it. I think it's still a lot of hot fights out there to be made. and everything, even though Lomo turned it down, so I don't know what it is, but hopefully we get at least 3 or 4 fights. Well, not 4. No, not 4. At least 2 fights out of him next year. I would hope for 3, but at least we can get 2 out of him next year. And if he decides to retire, he decides to retire. But again, he knows the sports loves him. He knows that he is one of the cash cows in the sport. Now, on the flip side, he could say he retired and do a Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm retired, but I'm going to come back because I know everybody been waiting to see me now. You know what I'm saying? And probably make more money in the comeback fight than he would just in fighting in general. So my thoughts is he probably didn't get the Amazon deal inked in like he thought he would or wanted to. So you could use the retirement as a ploy, threaten the pockets of everybody around you that can make some money. When you know you the man, there's ways you can maneuver around shit to get shit done your way. You can get a blank check. Like, you want me to come back? I'll fight him, give me this. I'll come out of retirement to fight him. It's just like that money talk, baby. Same thing with Jake Paul and, Andre Ward thinking about coming out of retirement for that money. You know what I'm saying? It's the bag. Sometimes people can write you an offer you can't refuse. It's like, well, shit, if this motherfucker can make this, and it's gauging the risk and reward factor. Andre Ward got so much experience and know so many things. He's not really worried about a Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? He can get that money. So he's like, well, this is an easy lick. Let me rob the bank since everybody else is. You got to respect that. But I don't want to see Tank retire, y'all. And y'all need to quit downplaying this motherfucking Lamont Roach fight, man. Y'all motherfuckers so hypocritical, it's crazy. Lamont Roach is a champion. And y'all act like he's just not shit. And quit forgetting the fact that he has history with Tank and the amateurs. The same kind of history Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia had. Even though they won 3-3 or whatever, but they still knew each other. And maybe Devin just couldn't get out the way of that left hook in the amateurs, and it's just a different feel when it's in the professionals because it ain't no headgear. So they know a little bit about each other, but like Lamont said, they both evolve. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be tactical. It's going to be a good fight. It's funny how y'all talk about Lamont Roach, Tank picking Lamont Roach to fight. But he's a champion, just like Hector Garcia was. But y'all was all on Frank's side, like Frank is going to be the first one to do this, to do that. Frank wasn't even a champion. Then when Frank got knocked out, everybody switched their tune. Well, he was green, it was the experience, and this to that, and this to... So where was this energy when Tank went up and fought Mario Barrios? Ain't nobody say Barrios was picking on Tank. Or Barrio cherry picking, he fighting a little guy, or this and that, coming up in weight trying to take his title. Ain't nobody say none of that shit. Y'all, do y'all look, y'all, let's just say if you don't like the man, you don't like the man. I'd rather you just come out and say that instead of trying to compare he picking little guys and all this. And you got to think about it from Lamont Roach's perspective. It's like, what the fuck? I can't get a shot. I can't dare to be great. I can't get my bag because y'all don't think I'm worthy enough? Because y'all don't know of me? Think about some of the things y'all be saying as fans, man. But all in all, it's going to be an interesting fight because they know each other. And they're familiar with each other. They're familiar with each other's mistakes. They're familiar with each other do good and with each other do bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a better fight than people expect it to be. Because I'm not sleeping on Roach. I'm not sleeping on any fighter that get in that ring. Because you don't know what they bringing with them. Everybody slept on Buster Douglas till he knocked out Mike Tyson. Can't sleep on no fighter. And by Tank having 1 foot in and 1 foot out, his mental might not, and get caught with some shit. He already said himself that Roach got sneaky power. So, I mean, you got to take all these things into consideration before you just write a motherfucker off. I mean, could be that night. But his retirement, I'm not looking forward to it, but it could be a ploy to get him the bag that he wants and ride off into the sunset. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this retirement. Is it good for boxing? Or is it a Sugar Ray Leonard ploy to get the bag to come out of retirement and make an extravaganza fight? Or would Tank start doing what Floyd doing, getting the same kind of crazy money just off exhibitions without taking the big risk? Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Peace.